We all good? All good? What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the College Football Podcast. I am Curran Bradley. I am your new main host today. Speaking of host, let's cut the camera to the new guy.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Jake Bush, and I'm going to be the new co-host for Curran Bradley, and I just want to say it is awesome to be here, man. I've watched all y'all's episodes last year, and it's really exciting to be here.
Yeah, he's a big fanboy of me. Anyways, college football is back. Week 0. We were going to try to do it before week 0. We had some complications with that. But we were starting here right before week 1. And, Jake, do you want to talk about some week 0 games for us?
All right, so week 0, we saw our biggest game was Kansas State versus Iowa State, played in Ireland. And the final score to that was Iowa State 24 to Kansas 21. Sorry. Iowa State went 3 for 3 for fourth down conversions, and Kansas State only went 1 for 4.
Yeah, I know. I was watching that game. I was getting kind of bored of it. I was just like, man, what is Kansas State doing? I thought they were gonna have that win, but
Yeah, it's crazy.
Iowa State got the better of them.
Yeah. Rocco Bet got 183 passing yards and 2 passing touchdowns for 1 rushing touchdown. And then Carson Hansen got 71 rushing yards and a critical 15-yard reception on fourth down to seal that game, which was pretty crazy to watch.
Absolute W by him.
All right. Another big game that we had was UNLV defeated Idaho State 38-31, a lot closer of a game. Yeah. We had passing yards, 195 from Anthony Calandria and had 300 rushing yards. 147 of those were from Jadion Thomas and 3 rushing touchdowns from Jadion Thomas with 4 interceptions and a total of 532 yards.
All right, one game I wanted to go over is I went home after work after watching that Iowa State Kansas State game. I got home, my dad puts on the TV. I see Kansas and Fresno State. I was like, I did not even know they were playing. Kansas won 31-7. Now, I know Fresno State is like a bad team, but I didn't think they were this bad. But Kansas, I mean, I don't know. I've been high on their quarterback since the very first episode when we started this podcast. I said the very first episode, one of my favorite quarterbacks going into last season was Jalen Daniels. And in this game, he was 18 for 20, 176 yards and 3 touchdowns. I mean, hopefully Kansas can do it this year. They're supposed to do it last year, they were like preseason top 20, I think, and completely fell off. But, they're going to get it this year. They're going to get it this year.
And while you were watching that, I was watching Western Kentucky beat Sam Houston's 41-24, which I was not expecting Western Kentucky to win that much. Like, I had a good feeling they were going to win, but 41-24, they really exceeded my expectations for that game.
I was just looking on this right before we started the show. Boise State played South Florida, and, Boise State lost Ashton Jeanty to the draft. But, they're still ranked, like preseason ranked, I think. Yeah, number 25 in the preseason ranked.
Yeah.
They lost 34-7 against South Florida. And, I mean, yeah, their quarterback did not do good. Their running backs did not do good. And South Florida, the quarterback, slightly better in accuracy. Still no good rushing out of them. But, that's what you're going to get out of the South Florida and Boise State game.
Yeah, that Boise State game, their offense just did not look like they were prepared at all, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Like, it was a blowout.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to go back to irrelevancy after this year. They had Ashton Jeanty, breakout season.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to fall to irrelevancy again. I wasn't high on them last year. They surprised me. But, yeah, they're definitely going to have a fall off this year.
As much as they did surprise me last year, I still have a opinion that they have the worst stadium or field of all time. I hate that blue stadium from Boise State.
I go back and look at some old Fiesta Bowl clips of them versus Oklahoma, and back in the old day, like 2007. I was born in 2007, Josh. I can call that the old day.
Then it's not the old day.
That is the old day. That is 18 years ago. But anyways, that it looked good back then, but now it just looks stupid.
Yeah. I think we should maybe go back a little and go to last season where Ohio State won the championship for the 2024 season.
Shout out to Nicholas Holland, a.k.a. Nicky Holland, for being the only Ohio State fan in this school that I know of.
Hey, he reps that hoodie, man, with pride.
He does. I mean, I would walk out after school with him to our cars after school last year, and I'll be talking like, oh yeah, Ohio State's so mid this year. And they go on to win it, bro. He got all the bragging rights for the rest of the year.
Yeah, he does. But that national championship game, and correct me if I'm wrong, was against Oregon, and that game was...
No, it was not against Oregon. It was against Notre Dame.
Oh, yeah, Notre Dame. My bad. But that was a good game, I feel like. There's been some national championship games where I feel like they just kind of one team dominated, but I feel like that game, it was honestly almost anybody's game, I feel like.
Yeah, I don't feel like you can have a bad national championship game anymore after the Georgia TCU disaster. Yeah, I still think TCU is the worst team to make a national championship in the past 15 years.
You're not wrong on that.
Maybe besides Cam Newton's Auburn, but that's just because I'm a Bama fan.
War Eagle.
Yeah. We had Will Howard win MVP for the 2024 season.
Yeah, he did. Did Will Howard get drafted? I think he did.
Did, and he...
Oh,
went,
yeah.
He's on the Steelers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but right now he's actually on the backseat learning from Aaron Rodgers.
Good for him, then. Yeah, they did say Julian Sayin was the starter about a week ago, so...
Yeah.
A week ago.
And then to finish off the 2024 recap, we had Travis Hunter win the Heisman, which I feel like was kind of huge because I feel like everyone knew it was going to be Travis Hunter, I feel like.
I mean, I said it was going to be Travis Hunter, and everybody was saying, oh, it's Ashton Jane. I'm like, he went against no competition against Oregon, and then he got blown out in a playoff game. I was like, he's playing both sides of the ball. He's playing great on both sides of the ball. It could translate to the pros. He's going to win the Heisman, and he did.
It was also interesting to know, I did some research, and he was the last time a two-way player won the Heisman was back in 1997.
What was that, Charles Woodson?
Charles Woodson, man.
Yeah.
All right, and I'll let you talk about your top 5 draft picks.
Oh, yeah. So, NFL draft did happen. And so Cam Ward from Miami went first. That was pretty obvious. Either him or Shadur. Second was Travis Hunter. Pretty obvious. The Jags traded up. They're going to be good this year, hopefully, if Trevor Lawrence can get stable. Number 3, Abdul Carter to the New York Giants. I think the Giants might have won this draft in total. I don't care what you say about the Browns drafting 2 QBs and 2 running backs. The Giants won this draft out of any other team, and it showed in the preseason. They went undefeated in the preseason this year. And then 4th, Will Campbell. I don't think he played that much in the preseason, but he's going to be good for Drake May. And then Mason Graham out of Michigan goes to the Browns, I think, at 5. I don't know. I don't watch the Browns or anything, so I don't see how he did. But this year, for my NFL Rookie of the Year predictions, I'm going to go with either, for Offensive Rookie of the Year, I got a 3-way tie probably. Either of these 3 could win it. Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, or Jackson Dart. And then for Defensive Rookie of the Year, I got to go Abdul Carter as a Giants fan. And it seems pretty reasonable to go with that.
Yeah. Personally, I ain't a big NFL guy, but I can see where you're coming from, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I know we have some... Last year was pretty huge, I feel like, on coaching, and over the recent years, I feel like new coaches, and probably the biggest one to talk about is obviously Caleb DeBoer from Alabama.
Yeah.
He had It's been interesting looking on Bama fans how they've reacted to coaches.
Yeah.
Because you had a 9-4 season, which has not happened since I think it was Nick Saban's first year.
Yeah.
And it's been interesting seeing how people will switch up on it. Like you had the loss to Vanderbilt, you had the loss to
Yeah.
Oklahoma, but people would get really critical. But I feel like they'd also forget when Alabama would win.
Yeah.
And then you do have Lincoln Riley for USC, who, if I'm not mistaken, came from Oklahoma.
Yeah, a couple years ago.
Yeah, and he had, if I am correct, a
think they-
7-6 season.
Yeah, something mid. Like,
Yeah.
I don't remember.
So a
I
lot-
don't think they
so-
were ranked.
Yeah, and then obviously you have Hugh Freeze with Auburn, which
Hey, this could be a firing year.
this I feel like
He's definitely on the hot seat.
he's on the hot seat for definitely because you've promised so much and then kind of haven't delivered.
I think if he gets a losing record, the only thing that could save him is if he maybe wins the Iron Bowl.
And even then, it's
Yeah, if you get a losing record, you're pretty much gone.
I have my opinions on him, and then finally I have Luke Fickle with Wisconsin. Because
Josh, Josh, you want to turn the camera to yourself and while you're laughing, show the little.
No, I'm good.
You don't.
No.
Okay.
all right, you want to go into some Heisman favorites?
I'm actually gonna talk about DeBoer for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, 9-4. That does not sound like a bad season. Like 9-4 is still pretty good, but it's Alabama, bro. 9-4 is kind of unacceptable. But it's his first season. I get it, and I don't even blame him for most of those losses. I think the Tennessee loss we had, Tennessee just outplayed us. They were just a better team than us in general.
Tennessee was a great team in 2024.
And the Vanderbilt and Oklahoma loss was Jalen Milroe. And maybe the defense a little bit. But mainly Jalen, especially Vandy. And, yeah,
Oklahoma.
both of those games, yeah. Milroe cost us in the first half of those games and couldn't complete the comeback.
Yeah, and like you said, that is not a terrible season at all. 9-4 is still a winning season.
Pretty good. We were the
But
first.
it's to who they lost to. I feel like that's where the fans
Yeah.
are really mad about.
Yeah.
Like I said, 9-4 season ain't bad at all. But it's
Yeah.
to who they lost to is where I think that's where like the bitter taste comes in from the
Yeah,
fans.
our first loss to Vandy in I don't even know how many years.
And it didn't help that Nick Saban, when he said that it was going to be like a blowout, and Vanderbilt started playing that on their jumbotron.
Oh, yeah.
That got.
Yeah, that was what was that? That was homecoming night too. I remember I was at Buffalo Wild Wings watching that game. I was like, why are we down 14 and we had to leave at the start of the fourth quarter to go to homecoming? I was like, dang, bro, we really gonna lose to Vandy while at homecoming, bro.
Was there a fight in the Buffalo Wild Wings that night?
I don't think there was.
To go off topic a little bit from Bama, what was interesting also just about that weekend, it's kind of off topic, was the same weekend Tennessee lost to Arkansas, which is
dude,
crazy.
Arkansas was so weird last year. Like, I wasn't high on them, but I was like, okay, this Taylor Green dude, he could be pretty good at quarterback, I believe. Mm-hmm. And then he goes on to beat Tennessee. They beat another big team too. I don't remember who. Maybe it was A&M. Maybe. I know they beat Auburn.
Yep.
That was pretty good. I watched that game. But yeah, Arkansas, they won games they shouldn't have won, and they lost a lot of games they should have won. They lost a really bad team last year. I think South Alabama almost beat them if they played them.
I think they did beat them, if I'm not mistaken.
I think
but-
it might have been Tulane actually, but I don't know. I don't get that right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, this could be a crazy year for
It is.
college football in general.
It's.
So much on the line.
I know. All right. I think we should go to Heisman favorites. You want to start us off, man?
Yeah, I'll start. Okay, number 1 and 2. These can be interchanged. You have the best quarterback from the ACC and the best quarterback from the SEC, Cade Klubnik and Garrett Nussmeier. It's pretty obvious. Cade was good last year.
Oh, yeah.
Nussmeier, he was good until he had to play Bama,
Yeah.
and then he kind of fell off after that. But, LSU is ranked in the top 10 somehow. Clemson is number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Clemson was ranked like number 16 and only made the playoffs because they won their conference. But yeah.
So I'd guess for my number 2, it's kind of the same, but I have Garrett Nussmeier at the number 1 spot. He's going into his 5th year. I think the one that's obviously kind of favored upon, when they choose the Heisman.
Yeah.
But also I feel like he has that experience, like that extra little bit of experience that kind of gives him that edge. And then I have Cade Klubnik for that. I think he is going to be a huge part of Clemson's offense and how they do. And that's kind of really just those two are interchangeable for me, kind of like how you said.
Yeah.
But I could see that one going either way.
Yeah. And I see we have the same number 3, Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah, that one's, I feel like, an easy and safe number 3.
Yeah, especially after his freshman year. Oh my dude,
gosh.
He dominated last season.
Talk about a outstanding freshman year. Like,
okay.
That is amazing.
Yeah. All right. My number 4 is going to be Ryan Williams. I think, especially after that Georgia game, I think if they don't lose to Vandy in Oklahoma, I think Jalen Milroe or Ryan Williams could have been in the Heisman talks, but since they got those losses, I think their chances were instantly gone after those. But after that Georgia game, you couldn't tell me you had Ryan Williams and Jalen Milroe for your top 2 spots for Heisman until the Vandy loss.
He is as much as an Auburn fan I am, I have to admit he is a great player and a great receiver.
I think he had the greatest play.
Probably.
Season. Yeah.
Now, for my number 4, I got Arch Manning on there. I think, he's he has been in a lot of media and is right now looking very promising for this Texas team. And I think for number 4, he's still young. He's still pretty young. So I think there's still that experience. But I think he's going to be a huge, huge part of this Texas team in general.
Yeah, he is. And then, I had him at number 5. Yeah. He's Manning. He's gonna be good. I mean,
it's in the name.
It's in the name. He's gonna be good at football. But I think the real thing is about him is if he can beat Ohio State in week 1. That is his main thing. If he can go out and beat Ohio State, I think he jumps to like number 3 or 2 instantly.
For my number 5, I actually chose Penn State's quarterback, Drew Malley, being a dual-threat quarterback. I think that gives him – and he's kind of a dark horse for this kind of topic when it comes to Heisman.
Yeah.
So I think I kind of have to go with him. Like, I like that idea of a dark horse maybe somehow.
Yeah.
And just being a dual-threat quarterback, I mean, that's, dual the threats, so.
Yeah, I mean – look at the dual threats in history. I mean, you got Lamar up there. He won a Heisman.
Exactly.
Michael Vick should have won a Heisman, in my opinion. He was.
I could see you making the argument for that.
Well, would that have been in 2000? Who won the Heisman in 2000?
I could not tell you off the top of my head.
Yeah, I couldn't either. But but yeah, like Lamar Jackson, like dual threats have thrived in college football. They thrived in the pros. Like, I mean, you can win a Heisman as that. Like, most quarterbacks now are just dual threats.
All right. So I guess now we should talk about some big we have a big week 1 games. Like, they are huge. I feel like this.
I don't even know what we had week 1 last year.
I could not tell you. I think first we should start off with TCU versus NCU.
Yeah, let's start with that. TCU, NCU. Oh, I thought we were talking about NC State for a second. I don't know. NCU, North Carolina, Bill Belichick's first college game, bro. That's why I put it on there. It's Belichick's first college game. And it's against TCU. This should be an easy win for him. He's got the quarterback from South Alabama.
Gio Lopez.
Yeah, Gio Lopez. He's got him. He doesn't have Amarian Hampton anymore, who is on the Chargers now. But he was pretty good last year.
They still do have Kobe. He's one of the more experienced receivers. I'm pretty sure he's still there.
Yeah. Oh, I think they got a new running back who's pretty explosive, but I don't know his name at this moment.
Davion Gauze. I think that's his name.
I don't think that's who I'm thinking of, but it's North Carolina. Next up, what I really want to see, Virginia Tech and South Carolina.
That's going to be a good game.
I'm big on South Carolina this year. I think South Carolina could be a top 3 SEC school this year.
There is no doubt in my mind. Their quarterback, I'm blanking on his name right now. Can you?
Lenore Sellers.
Lenore
Sellers is the GOAT.
He is
I might be a Bama fan, but Lenore Sellers is the GOAT.
He is literally considered one of the, and I quote, the freakiest athletes.
The freakiest athlete.
It is crazy. But yeah, he is. I think he is a great quarterback. Like
He dominated, or I think he got injured like halfway through. Last season.
He did. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I think my top 3 SEC schools this year are gonna be, I'll put Texas at 1. I'll put Bama at 2, and then either South Carolina or LSU at 3.
All right. Then next we have UCLA versus Utah.
UCLA, Nico Amiavela, something like that, quarterback from Tennessee last year, who dominated. He was good at Tennessee last year. Decided, I'm not getting paid enough. I'm going to UCLA. And it's like, bro, it's college ball. Y'all just started getting paid. You're not going to get paid that much.
I've never seen Tennessee fans get so mad at a quarterback so fast.
Dude, I don't even know who their quarterback is anymore. They
Neither
got probably some like random 4-star. That I don't know if it's a true freshman or if it's like a sophomore or something they have right now.
Also, they also now have a new edge from Michigan, Kenshin Bennett.
Oh yeah,
They do have him now.
They also got the Tristan Keys, the number 1 wide receiver in the class. He signed to them instead of LSU.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that the other day. That's pretty good for them. But I mean, no Nico, no quarterback.
Nope.
We'll see what happens in Tennessee this year. I mean, they got to go into Bama.
Uh-huh.
I think they have Georgia at home this year.
Yeah.
I think Georgia's gonna have a fall off though.
I think so too.
Like
honestly.
it's not gonna be a big fall off. It's gonna be a slight fall. Maybe like right outside the playoffs, like what Alabama was last year.
Yeah. Next we have Bama versus Florida State.
Ooh,
No, these Bama fans, man.
this is gonna be a good game. This is an easy win. Who's their quarterback? The
Wait.
backup from Boston College last season. That's who their quarterback is. Tommy Castellanos or whatever. He got benched halfway through the season at Boston College last season, and he transfers to Florida State, and he thinks he's gonna beat Bama. Especially with that sorry team from last year.
As much as I'm an Auburn fan, right now, if I was to bet on a team, it's probably going to Bama.
Yeah, I think Bama's favored like 75% right now.
Yeah.
Dude, Bama's gonna be on a revenge tour this year, especially when we play Vandy at home.
Oh, that's going to be.
Yeah.
Now, for a game we have tonight, Auburn and Baylor.
Ooh, this could go either way, bro.
Yes, and but I do look at Auburn in its favor going against Baylor.
Is it at Baylor?
It is at Baylor.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to say it's still at a 50-50 for me. It's at Baylor. I think Auburn might be a little bit better of a team, but Baylor has home field advantage.
I'm going to give it to Auburn because we have I think a bunch of people returning. We have Coleman coming back.
Oh, yeah, y'all got Jackson Arnold as well.
Exactly.
And Deuce Knight.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, Bama and Auburn's quarterback rooms are stacked now.
They are, man.
Especially Bama's, bro. Bama's could be good for a while.
All right. Then we have Penn State at West Virginia.
Penn State made the playoffs last year. They're going to be a good team again this year. And West Virginia is always one of those matchups is if you beat West Virginia, you're probably going to be ranked at the end of the year.
Yep.
That's just how it goes.
Now, probably for our two biggest games, starting off with LSU and Clemson.
LSU and Clemson to conclude Saturday night.
I can see this game going either way, man.
Dude, it's at Clemson. Okay. If we're talking Nussmeier and Klubnik are the two favorites to win Heisman, and that's not going to change the season.
Yeah.
The quarterback that wins this game is going to win Heisman.
I think I agree with you on that one, man.
Let's have like Jeremiah Smith or Ryan Williams just dominates this season.
Mm-hmm. Though if I really had to give it to somebody, I think I would give the slight edge to LSU. I think Garrett Nussmeier will somehow pull their way to victory, man.
Yeah, but he don't have Will Campbell no more.
That's fair.
What are they doing out there?
Now for our final big game, this one is huge. And Lee Corso's last pick, Texas at Ohio State.
The morning game, it goes Texas, Ohio State, Bama, Florida State, and then LSU Clemson on Saturday. That is a stacked day for college football.
It is a
real stack day.
That is
It's going to be a great week 1.
It's at Ohio State. It could go. Texas is ranked 1. Ohio State is ranked number 3. They put Penn State at 2. I forgot they put Penn State.
I think
at 2.
it should have gone to Ohio State at 2.
But yeah, they won the title, bro.
I know.
It depends. Is Julian Sayin gonna be that good? I think he's no. He transferred from. I don't know if he's a freshman or did he transfer because it said something. He went from Bama to Ohio State.
Well, either way, I personally believe this game I can't really choose because I can just see it going so many ways of either Texas winning or Ohio State winning. Like I could not tell you who I think's going to win. I think that game will be close, and if it goes into overtime, it's going to be such a lit game.
Yeah, Sayin is a redshirt freshman this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, he is. We don't know how good he's going to be. I mean, Will Howard was pretty good last year.
He was.
Let's see if he could be better than Will Howard.
I doubt he can be better than Will Howard, but I think he's going to be a pretty good quarterback.
Because if not, they lost Jack Sawyer on defense, too. I don't know, the Ohio State team. I mean, Texas, they lost a couple of O-line, but
They did.
That was pretty much it from them.
Now, I think to finish off, we have to address Lee Corso leaving College Game Day.
Yes, sir. The GOAT himself, Lee Corso.
Man, I grew up watching College Game Day at tailgates when I would go to Auburn, and that man, I've loved watching him. You know, I love the not so fast, my friend, all the head picks, he's a living legend, man, and
I mean, he is.
It also meant a lot to my dad, who, if y'all don't know, had a stroke. He had a stroke a few years back, and I've always just admired him. I know he's a great guy. I've loved what he's done for College Game Day, and I just say from the bottom of our heart, we're gonna miss Lee Corso, man.
Yeah, we are. That man is hilarious. I go back a couple years ago in school. I used to watch funny moments from him on the Chromebooks, you know.
Yeah.
But now they blocked all of that, so you can't do anything anymore.
Yeah. Well, it's been just fun, and his absence will be missed, man.
You know, you can watch on the Chromebooks. Y'all can watch this podcast, and y'all can watch Pelham's football games that I film myself on it. All right? Yeah, y'all can watch that on this channel right now.
Thank you for having me, Curran. I'm glad to be your new co-host, man.
Yeah. Hey, shout out. I think this mic just broke. Shout out Caden. Shout out Georgia. They're both could be really missed this year.
Yeah.
Especially because Georgia's going to have a fall-off. But that is it, everybody, for the first episode of the College Football Podcast with Curran and Jake this year. See y'all next week.